Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to 9 Nar Trees podcast. Today I will summarize and review the book. Never Search Alone, The Job Seeker's Playbook by Phyl reframes job hunting as a team sport rather than a solo endurance test. Built around the idea of a structured support group, the book offers a practical system for clarifying what you want, communicating your value, and running a focused search without getting lost in endless applications. Terry, known for applying systems thinking to career transitions, emphasizes relationships, feedback loops, and accountability. Instead of relying on generic advice like polish your resume or network more, the playbook guides readers through repeatable steps, including forming a small job search council, defining target roles, and creating outreach that feels human and specific. The tone is action-oriented, aiming to reduce the anxiety and isolation that often derail searches. For people who want a process they can follow week to week, and for those who learn best with structure and community, the book positions job seeking as a manageable project with clear milestones and shared momentum. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, job searching as a supported, repeatable process. A central theme is that most job seekers fail not from lack of talent, but from an unstructured approach paired with isolation. The playbook treats the search like a project with roles, routines, and measurable progress. Rather than leaving motivation to willpower, it encourages building a system that creates momentum even on low-energy days. The framework stresses consistency over heroic bursts, weekly check-ins, tracking outreach, and iterating materials based on real responses. This reduces the common cycle of panic applying followed by burnout. The book also highlights how a repeatable process protects confidence, because results are evaluated against actions you controlled, not against unpredictable employer timelines. By focusing on inputs like conversations started, follow-ups sent, and clarity gained, readers can see progress before an offer arrives. In practice, this mindset change can shift the search from an emotional roller coaster to a set of experiments that reveal where your message resonates. The approach is designed to work whether you are unemployed, employed but searching discreetly, or changing industries, because the core is a system you can adapt to different markets and constraints. Secondly, the Job Search Council and the power of accountability. The book is best known for promoting a small, structured group often called a Job Search Council. This is not casual networking or a vague mastermind. It is a purposeful team with defined meeting cadence, norms, and objectives. The idea is to gather a few trusted peers who will listen, challenge assumptions, and hold you accountable to weekly commitments. By design, the council counters two traps: going it alone and seeking advice from too many uncoordinated sources. Instead of random opinions, you get ongoing context from the same people, which improves the quality of feedback over time. The council model also encourages reciprocity. Members contribute ideas, introductions, and encouragement, turning the search into shared problem-solving. The accountability component matters because it converts intentions into action. Saying out loud what you will do by next week and reporting back creates healthy pressure and removes ambiguity. Emotionally, the council reduces loneliness and helps normalize rejection as part of the process. Practically, it helps you refine targeting, strengthen positioning, and stay on schedule, making it easier to maintain steady outreach and follow through on leads. Thirdly, clarity first. Defining your direction and your value. A productive search starts with clarity about what you are aiming for and why you are a fit. The playbook emphasizes doing this work early, rather than jumping straight into applying. Readers are guided to articulate target roles, preferred environments, and constraints such as location, work style, and growth goals. This prevents the common mistake of chasing every plausible posting and sending mixed signals to contacts. Clarity also extends to personal value, the strengths you consistently deliver, the problems you solve, and the outcomes you can credibly claim from past work. The book encourages converting experience into a simple, repeatable narrative that people can remember and repeat to others. This is especially useful for career changers, whose resumes may not obviously match their intended roles. By identifying transferable skills and aligning them with market needs, readers can avoid sounding like they are asking for a chance and instead present a reasoned fit. The emphasis is not on inventing a personal brand slogan, but on building a coherent story supported by evidence like projects, metrics, and concrete responsibilities. With clarity, outreach becomes easier, interviews become more focused, and opportunities become easier to evaluate. Fourthly, relationship-led search, outreach that earns conversations. The book promotes a relationship-first strategy over a postings-first strategy. Instead of spending most energy on online applications, it encourages initiating conversations with people who have context, influence, or insight in your target areas. The focus is on respectful, specific outreach that makes it easy for someone to help. That means being clear about what you are exploring, why you reached out to that person, and what kind of guidance you are seeking. The Playbook also pushes readers to treat informational conversations as a primary deliverable, not as an optional add-on. These conversations generate market intelligence, refine your positioning, and often uncover roles before they are widely posted. The approach also improves confidence because you are practicing your story with real people and adjusting based on their reactions. The emphasis on follow-up and relationship maintenance matters too. Gratitude, updates, and helpful reciprocity build long-term professional goodwill. Importantly, the relationship-led approach does not mean begging for a job. It means creating enough clarity and trust that people want to introduce you or flag openings. Over time, this can produce warmer leads and a higher quality interview pipeline than cold applying alone. Lastly, executing the playbook, weekly rhythms, iteration, and resilience. Beyond strategy, the book focuses on execution habits that keep the search moving. A key idea is setting a weekly rhythm with specific commitments, such as a set number of outreach messages, conversations, and follow-ups. Tracking these actions creates visibility into what is working and where you are stuck. The playbook also emphasizes iteration. Materials and messaging are treated as drafts that improve through feedback from the council and from the market. If outreach gets no replies, the problem may be targeting, wording, or lack of specificity. If interviews stall, it may be unclear impact stories or mismatched role selection. This diagnostic mindset helps readers improve without internalizing failure. The book also addresses the emotional strain of searching by embedding support into the process. Regular meetings, shared wins, and honest check-ins help maintain morale. Resilience is framed as a skill you can build with structure, not just a personality trait. By combining accountability, measurement, and iteration, the playbook aims to shorten the time between effort and learning. The result is a search that is more predictable, less lonely, and better aligned with the kind of work you actually want, rather than whatever happens to appear first. In conclusion, this book is a strong fit for job seekers who feel stuck, isolated, or overwhelmed by conflicting advice, including recent graduates, professionals changing industries, and experienced candidates who have not searched in years. It is also valuable for people who are employed but want to run a discreet, efficient search with minimal wasted effort. The main benefit to a reader's life is the shift from anxiety-driven searching to a structured routine supported by other humans. By building clarity, practicing a concise story, and using a counsel for accountability and feedback, readers can replace guesswork with a process that produces learning every week. That structure can protect confidence, improve decision-making, and help someone land a role that matches their strengths rather than settling for the first offer. Compared to similar career books that focus heavily on resumes, interviewing tricks, or generic networking tips, this playbook stands out for its operational approach. It provides a repeatable system and a social container that makes the system easier to follow. The emphasis on community, cadence, and iteration makes it feel less like inspiration and more like a practical method. For buyers who want a clear plan and a way to stay consistent, it is worth owning and revisiting throughout a transition. If you would like to support Phyl Terry, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.